Well, good morning. It is Wednesday, August 20th. We are at Cave Falls in Yellowstone National Park. This is the lower falls. This is the Fall River. Now those are the upper falls. I believe they're like 220 feet across, 20 feet tall. Well, today we're joined with Jackson, a middle boy. He's on leave from the Air Force. Not sure what he does. I probably couldn't tell you if I did. And we got Tyler and Lindsay here as well. Real pretty place. This is one of the few entrances to Yellowstone National Park most people have no clue even exist. These right here are service berries. Tastes like a blueberry. Just grow wild all over in the mountainous country. Well, that's what the service berries look like. They are delicious.
They're cute.
And what do they taste like?
It tastes like a baby plum to me. I don't know why, but it does. And they're squishy and they're delicious.
Well, you can see that fall's creeping in. Slowly starting to turn colors. I don't know what Jackson and Tyler are up to. Looks just dangerous enough to get him wet, whatever he's trying to do. Yeah, there's our favorite little bush for right now, the serviceberry. We are at Cave Falls Campground. It's just on the border of the national park. Pretty little spot. It looks to me like it's pretty berry though. Jackson's up there by some fireweed. You can eat them. Fireweed's edible. The flowers.
Just the flower?
Yep. And you know you're up close to Yellowstone when everything's in a bear-proof trash cans and you got bear boxes at every campsite to store your food in.
So we're up here at Cave Falls Trailhead. I'm out here with Pops, Tyler, and Lindsay. And we're gonna be heading down. Dad said there's a cave, so we're gonna go check and see what that's all about. And we got more of those. What'd you call these ones, Dad?
Mountain ash.
Mountain ash. And there's a lot of them out. We're going down that way? Sick. There's a whole bunch of mountain ash.
Trail over there too. Mesa Falls, Lower Cave Falls Park area. So that is the right trail there.
There's a whole bunch of mountain ash up here. More than any other berry. But Dad says they're out of season, so we're not going to be trying to. We're getting close to the trailhead, and I'll probably just turn the camera back on once I'm closer down there.
Yeah, this is a little trail down to Cave Falls. We got Jackson running the other camera, so this will be his first time on video. Kind of nervous.
I've stepped off the main trailhead here a bit. It looks like this would be a good spot to check out more of the falls just down there. And apparently there's more trail back there too. So there's quite a bit going on over here. I feel like, oh, there he is. What does that say?
Yeah, that was the big falls.
The Beckler River Trail. Oh, that's a good.
The big falls we were looking at. A lot of fast moving water. Well, this is Cave Falls. It's named that way because there's a big cave down here at the base. You used to go into it. I've got Jackson. He's going to run down and try to get some video for you. This Falls River runs up into the Beckler River. And this part of Yellowstone National Park, this is where all the falls are. But it's only accessible by hiking or horseback. And you do have to have a permit to go back in and camp. But yeah, it's quite the place. Not many people see this part of the park. It's just cascading water as far up this river as you can see. We'll walk down this path a little ways. Years ago, where all them people are is where that cave is. You could go inside that cave and film the river there on the other side. Apparently there was a cave in on it. Which I assume is right there, that where all them big slabs are gathered up there. Makes you wish you could have got footage of it way back in those days. Yeah, it's quite the sight. As you can see, there are falls all up and down this river.
So we made it down here to Cave Falls, right on the edge of Yellowstone National Park. I'm sure you could probably hear it, but we're right next to the falls. Unfortunately, there's a cave just back in front of me that's been blocked off, but I can like feel the mist and all that coming off the falls. You can actually see it just right back here behind me and how wide it is. And yeah, I mean, other than that, I'm snacking on these little Oregon grapes. They're really sour this time of year. Got the mosquitoes all over me. And yeah, just been out here spending some time looking out across the lake, down the river. Yeah, we're actually just right there along that ridge line. There's another set of falls. We were hanging out down there a couple hours ago. We had our little lunch break. We took some time looking at the camp, how it's all laid out, all the bear boxes. And yeah, I mean, yeah, just been having a good time today.
Well, that was once the remains of a pine cone from these lodgepole pines. Little red pine squirrel chews all them up to get the little pine seeds out of them. You know, all morning we've had a light rain and been cool. Boy, right now that sun's coming out and it's getting warm. You know, we lost Tyler and Lindsay. They kept walking down the main trail that leads way up into the park. I'm assuming they're going to turn around before long and wondering where the heck everybody's at. Either that or they think we got ate by a bear. So, but yeah, it's really pretty country. I just don't like camping up here for the one simple reason: we're right in grizzly country. Chances of anything happening is pretty slim, but just a lot of regulations you got to follow while you're camping up here, and it's just not worth the inconvenience, I guess. That, and it's really blown up with the tourists over the last few years, and it's not the same as it was 10 years ago. There's lots and lots of people up here now. And here's all your information. and everything supposedly you need to know about a grizzly bear attack. Yeah, in this country I would make sure to at least read this, because it's getting more and more grizzlies every year up here. Well guys, I made it up here to the truck. That trail down there is not too bad. I got down to where I could see the falls. Jackson's doing all my leg work on the longer stuff and filming for me. But as I got up here to the truck, I was, when I opened the door, man, you know you're on a proper road trip when you got the smell of cookies and candy and licorice. And these stupid, addicting coconut rolls from Costco. And then we mix it with a good dose of beef jerky, and you got everything for a proper road trip. I did not bring the dogs. That's the only bad part about coming into Yellowstone, or these other popular areas up here, is no dogs on the trails, and no dogs here and no dogs there. So kind of a shame, but that's the rules. So they've got a babysitter watching them today, and I'll make it up to them on another trip coming up here soon. So as soon as the kids get back up here, we'll head to Mesa Falls. Well, we were at Mesa Falls, getting ready to go down and see those falls, so I'll turn you around and let you see what the trail looks like. Out there's the old visitor center. It's closed right now, but at what time that used to serve as a dance hall and everything else for the people way back in the old early 1900s and stuff. Yeah, it's quite the old log cabin.
That's the first time we ever been. It was our 66th wedding.
Yeah, it looks like 1915 when this was built. And now we follow Tyler and Lindsay. See if they can get us lost. You know, that fireweed, after it quits blooming, turns into all that little silky stuff. Just floats around in the wind. Well, this is inside the bathroom. Usually I don't show this, but man, somebody did a heck of a job in here. And like Lindsay said, this is the prettiest porta potty you'll ever see.
All the white ones.
And got a really nice paved path. It's all handicap accessible so far. And we're at the top of the falls. And unfortunately here there is no wheelchair accessibility. Well, I'm wrong. There is handicap accessibility on it. Oh, we can go down here. Yeah. Well, that sun was bright. Now you can see the mist coming up off the falls and all the moss on the far bank. Tyler and Lindsay are already down there. Jackson's making sure I don't fall down, I guess. If he don't stick his foot and leg out in front of me and trip me. And got a bunch of fireweed and that Rocky Mountain maple. I think this camera kind of flattens everything out so you can't see how really steep it is. And these little plants look like they resemble a raspberry. There, all the ripe fruit's gone, but they're called thimbleberries. Not sure how far down that is, but that's a long ways down there. We're only seeing a quarter of the falls. This is created by the Yellowstone caldera. When it blew up, yeah, there's a close-up of it. Look at all that mist rising up in there. Quite the place. Well, we found the height of it, 114 feet tall. $2.5 million gallons of water come over it every day. Got so much mist coming up that right over there on that bare spot, pine trees won't grow. It's just too wet. Just see that big old shelf of basalt and all that water's flowing over. See how high up we are on this boardwalk. You know, I've been here several times, but the first time I remember all them big pillars of basalt rock right there. It's kind of interesting. I bet each one of them is probably 25, 30 feet tall. Yeah, that river flows this way all the way down to the lower Mesa Falls. Well guys, this video's got to come to an end. But man, what a place. If you like what you see, give me a thumbs up, comment, and share. And until next time, see you later.